welcome back to my channel. I am Anthony Gamer, and I am Red Dot Fox, and today is our third installment of Homebrews for the Atari 7800. From the past two episodes in this series, and from our previous episodes about the 2600, you can see that we have a lot, and I do mean a lot, of very talented homebrew programmers. Oh yeah, that's for sure. And today we're going to be looking at some other great ones. That's correct. So without further ado, let's get into the games. You ready? Oh yeah, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, and our first game we got here today is PacMan Collection. It was done by a friend of ours and a friend of this channel, and that's Robert DeCrescenzo. Now, what's special about this collection here is you got several different Pac-Man games shoved into one cartridge there. You got Pac-Man, the original, Puck-Man, same game, more difficult maze, Hangly-Man, empty mazes, vertical tunnels, invisible mazes, Ultra Pac-Man, 6 new mazes for a new variety, random mazes, you just never know which maze will appear next, Miss Pac-Man, the second installment of the Pac family, Miss Pac-Attack, same game, more challenging mazes, and finally Miss Random Mazes, like random mazes above but with Ms. flavor. So if you're a Pac-Man fan and you just can't get enough of having regular Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man on separate cartridges and you just want to have yourself a Pac party, this is the game for you. And our next game is one that should be familiar to many of you old school gamers, and that is Dungeon Stalker by Steve Englehart. Now, for those of you that had an Intellivision, you know this game. You go around killing monsters and the evil spider, you pick up arrows. It's a pretty cool game. Now, when it was released for the Atari 2600 back in the day, it was modified a little bit and released as Dark Cavern. So if you love going back to them old games from Intellivision that didn't make it in the way you wanted to for the 2600, here is your chance. Hey, do we even need to do an introduction for this here game? No, but let's do it anyway. Alrighty then, so what you're looking at here is Froggy. Matthias Ludke made this game and he didn't really want to get sued. So you're looking at his version of Frogger, as this was not released for the Atari 7800, although I heard rumors that they had a demo of it back in the day. Now if you look at the screen here, in my opinion it reminds me a lot of that official Frogger that they had for the Atari 2600, that special edition, you know, with the star thing there where you plugged it into the tape player and stuff. Oh, I agree. Very nicely done. Definitely one of the better ports of Frogger that I've seen, and this was done by a guy, not by some major corporation. So great job, Matthias. Okay, next up, what the heck is this game? This game is called Hardy Manslapper. This was created by Franco Dragon. Oh, that says it all right there. Yep, you said it. If you ever find a really wacky and off-the-wall Atari 7800 homebrew, it was probably done by Franco Dragon. Now, in this game, for some reason, this guy is in another man's digestive tract and he is fighting off the food. That's about the best I can figure. It's a Franco Dragon game, so what else do you need to know? Now I'll tell you what, leaving up to Robert DeCrescenzo there to come up with some really cool ports of some arcade classics. Oh, I agree. And what you're looking at right here is Ripoff. This is a port of an arcade game that was released by Cinematronics in 1980. As you can see, he did a great job copying those vector graphics. Oh yeah, it was kind of hard to do them on some of the other home systems, but you know, the 7800 had that ability to do it and make it look really good there. Oh, you said it. Did you play this game much as a kid? Yeah, it was. Let me guess. Oh, no, before you tell me. It was at that Wilco grocery store there in Lowell, right? Yep. Okay, yeah, I played the game myself too, but just not there. Okay, and next we got their Shatneroids. I probably don't even need to ask who came up with this one, do I? Nope, you really don't. So you're shooting at William Shatner heads and Hello Kitties and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, okay. Pretty cool game, actually. Fixed space shooter, and those are always fun. So, yeah. Shatneroids. Franco Dragon. Man, he's awesome. In our next game we got there is Mooncresta. This is another ditty by Robert DiCrescenzo. It's another one of them pretty old arcade games that I don't think ever really got a port, if I'm not mistaken. This is another one of them games that you found in just about every one of them arcades back in the day. Ken Siders strikes again, the brilliant homebrew programmer that brought you both Beef Drop and Block Drop, brings you B&Q, as QBert was never ported to the 7800, so therefore he felt the need to fill the void, and fill it he did. Great job. And next up we have Robert DiCrescenzo's Junior Pac-Man. Now, a lot of people that I've talked to over the years didn't really care for Junior Pac-Man. Personally, I really liked it because you had such a larger maze to work with, and the fact that you kind of had to be a little careful about some of the pellets. But overall, great job on what I consider to be a very underrated game. Alright, speaking of Robert DiCrescenzo, that comes to our next game that was suggested by one of our loyal viewers. Now, 2 weeks ago, I did an episode about circus and carnival games, and one of those games featured was Atari, or I almost said Atari Circus, excuse me, Circus Atari, which is a well-known game that has been cloned many times. Now, Mr. DiCrescenzo made this version where you actually get to see the original one in action, but there's an added bonus. And that he has a special updated version of it. Now, if you watched our video a couple weeks ago, it looks quite similar to some of the other clones of this, particularly the BBC version, in my opinion. Regardless, a great job and a great remake of an already classic game. Typical Robert DiCrescenzo. And our final game there for today is another by Franco Dragon. This one's called Cubicle Chaos. Now, before you go thinking that this guy's going on a shooting rampage there at work, no, not that kind of game. Sorry about that. But in this game, the character actually has a special spring-loaded device on his foot that shoots out dry erase markers at his co-workers that he's tired of, and you get to pick up some pretty cool free equipment. Yeah, it's a Franco Dragon game for sure, but you gotta admit it's probably one of the single most unique games on today's list. Many of the games featured here today can be purchased at the store at AtariAge.com. So head over to AtariAge.com right now and head over to the store and purchase many of these games here for your Atari 7800. Also, don't forget that if some of these games that are listed today are not available at the Atari Age store, all you have to do is join the forums at AtariAge.com and go in there, and many of the programmers themselves will have the games available for sale right there for you. Also, a big thank you goes to Matt Reichart at AtariProtos.com, the place to go for all your questions about those unreleased Atari games.
Well, which of the games was your favorite? Let us know about it in the comment section below. I'd really like to hear what you have to say. Also, if you yourself have made some homebrew titles, no matter what game system or computer system you've made them for, I would be glad to profile them here on this channel. So, hit me up in the comment section below or contact me via any of my social media platforms. And who knows, your game could be featured on this channel.
In our next episode, we're heading back to the casino as we are going to discuss fruit and slot machines.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Oh, I sure did. Oh, I did too. It's always nice to see and be able to profile other people's work. Oh, yeah. So, if you did enjoy today's episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to click that little bell icon down there so you'll be notified when we upload new episodes. Well, until next time, I am Anthony Gamer, and I am Red Fox. And we will see you all in the next episode. Until that time, be safe, be strong, be healthy, be happy, and above all, take care of each other and be kind to each other. We'll see you guys soon. Bye. Goodbye, everyone.